Okay, welcome to this review. It's going to be about WWE Smackdown Vs Raw 2006. Now, back in 2005, I pre-ordered this game thinking how cool it would to have the steel case. Yeah, I know, I thought the steel case was cool back at the time. But no, the case sucks. I mean, look at this. Not only is it easily dented, but look on the side. Wait. It's rustic. Can you see that? I mean, that is not cool. That rusting's only gonna get worse. And now I gotta admit, the normal cases are much better than the steel cases. Anyway, let's start off with the intros. Now, there are two intros for this game. In this game, it's either you get a Raw or a Smackdown intro. Whichever one you get is chosen at random, and which is kind of weird, but it's alright. The menu layout looks fine, although I really don't like the soundtrack. If there was an option to choose which songs you could have on the soundtrack, then that would be great. Now, the graphics there are better than ever, and I suppose. With real life 3D facial scans, Triple H sure looks better than ever. The roster is average. They tried going for more realism this time, which they brought in their stamina meter, in which you become exhausted with every move you do or take, and when the stamina goes too low, you have to hold select button to recharge your stamina. Some would argue that this does indeed make the gameplay more realistic, but honestly, if you ask me, I'd just say the stamina meter is more annoying than anything. Now, for the season mode, it's pretty much better than, it's a lot better than the Smackdown vs Raw season mode. The voiceovers are actually good. The voices actually match the lips, and the cutscenes are fully animated. But really, sometimes they seem to go on and on for much longer than they really need to. Oh yeah, and your character talks too, which is cool. Although a lot of people would rather have no voiceover dialogue.
To your end of the bargain.
Because although THQ says that it does, on the back at least, it says it has no story repetition if you play through season mode, Raw and Smackdown the first time. Still, it does not let you branch out in your own direction much. This season mode, it's very mixed thoughts when it comes to the fans. Although I've got to mention the most memorable and talked about part of the season mode was pretty much Stone Cold Steve Austin's shaking, wobbling, and uncontrollable head. I mean, look at it. It's kind of excessive even for Stone Cold Steve Austin. There's also a general manager mode, but a lot of people seem to like this mode, but honestly, I never really got into the general manager thing. It's just, I'm more of a fan of the gameplay aspect of the game. New matches have been added, like the bar room and backstage brawl. The backstage is to make up for the fact that they removed the backstage areas in the first place. But I have to be honest, this backstage brawl kind of sucks. They are fun to play the first couple of times, but that's about it. There's also a Fulfill Your Fantasy match. It's pretty much just an upgrade of a bra and panties match. So, enough said. The controls are kind of the same, except instead of pushing circle to Irish whip, you have to push triangle and circle at the same time. And if you hold them both, triangle, circle down, you'll do a power Irish whip, which is pretty cool, I guess.
Listen to you, JR. Honor, decency. You sound like you're 100 years.
The locker room, it looks a lot better this time, which is pretty cool. It's fully 3D rendered. And you even have your own profile as well, which is great, especially for the online play. Buried Alive match. I enjoy this match, but burying them alive, it's pretty straightforward. You beat them up, and then you bury them alive.
Look at this. Could it be?
Ooh.
That's all she wrote, Cole.
can play possum, and there is some kind of sleeper hold submission system. But then again, I never really got into those. You can create an entrance, which is pretty cool. And there are 2 levels of blood. And there's a little fact. If you have Davari as a manager, and during the match he'll shout out Persian, I think it is, words to you, like he used to do with Muhammad Hassan. Which is a nice little touch. Really, that's all I have to say about this game right now. So, I might as well give it... I'm gonna give this game 6 wobbly Stone Cold Steve Austin heads out of 10. Sorry this has been a bit too short, but this has been another review from Lion's Edge. Thank you for watching.